I'm going to share with you my exact process on how I am writing not just viral posts on X, but posts that bring in my ideal audience every day, not paying a penny in sponsored ads, literally just putting out really, really dang good content. We're doing it 100% with AI. So you need to think in two things, two directions. Once you have your trained AI, you need to think in terms of an overall theme that you're going to talk about. For me, it's AI. What's your central theme? Number two, what are your research points that you're going to flesh out on X? You need several different ones, and I'll show you what that looks like. So this is my X profile. We put the AI approach into practice in November, and mid-November was when I started tweeting once per day, and things have just skyrocketed. It's been insane, and the times when it went down was when I literally didn't even tweet. So I have a human approach where I am actually going on X and posting once a day. I just open my phone, I've got it saved in drafts, and I hit post. The reason I do that is I very much like to intuitively feel out the day, the topics, the theme that I want to speak on, and the research points I want to hit on that day. Now, that's because I'm in a very time-sensitive industry, AI. For you, it might be a little bit less time-sensitive, but even if you can tie, like, let's say you sell a brain health supplement, and you can talk about 100,000 jobs coming to America in the next month because of the Trump executive order for AI acceleration. Well, we need brain health if we have all these new job opportunities. You can literally tie that to something that just came out that week. And that always creates better results if you can do it that way. So that's why I still highly recommend a human approach. Plus, it just literally takes no time at all. And if your goal is to be the thought leader, then you really need to be the one overseeing your content coming out on X, because you're going to get potentially DMs and you're going to get replies. I don't reply. I don't interact with my replies. I just look for the ones that I like, and then I follow those people, and then I actually make a real connection. So you don't want to get lost in these platforms. That's super important. As you can see, I have 20 plus notifications. Guess what? I'm never going to tap that. That is a siphon straight to hell. I'm not going to waste my time. Instead, I'm going to go to my profile, and I'm going to say, what have I posted today? What do I want to post tomorrow? What's my next move? I also go to the home feed, and I see what people are talking about. And I look at the explore feed, and I see what's important over here. Look at this. This is a great tweet. Wow. I'm terrified that 95% of people resist the movement towards a type 1 civilization. How do we move forward with our dreams? I'm legitimately worried. Wow. That's a great tweet, getting tons of engagement. So that, I'm going to share with you something. So let's say you see a tweet that inspires you. You're going to go to your Claude Copywriter, of course, and you're going to start threading a series of X posts. So what you can do is every time you have an idea for an X post, you're going to use the same thread. Now, if it gives you a message, you're hitting limits, you want to start a new thread. But till then, use that same thread as much as you can. And I've actually used this quite a bit. So use this research point someone made and write a tweet in my style to get people to embrace what's coming and not fear. Fear is, I'm going to give some original thoughts here, right? This is very important. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Skynet is a story in fiction movie. Film doesn't mean it's reality. Okay. And then we're going to paste that research point, which is the X post that I really liked, that I saw. So you're always going to add in your original thoughts, always, always. And then you're going to add in a research point. And that's why we talked about that, right? Research. What are your research points? So that could be an X post, like I showed you. That could be, sorry about that. That could be an X post, like I showed you. That could be your transcript from being on somebody's podcast. For some of you watching this video, that's going to be your original thoughts, because you have so much original thought in you already that you literally do not need. You don't need. You don't need us to You don't need to watch X and pull from other people and say, this is my research. That's not a bad thing. I'm not saying not to do that. And for me, it really creates cutting edge messages that people want, right? But you see, I added in my own thoughts, right? We didn't just say, hey, rewrite her post. No. But for you, it might not even be somebody else's post. It might be, hey, I had this thought today about this, write an X post. And that's what I do too. So I was reading a book and read that we don't even use 10% of the sun's power. Abundance. The earth has incredible abundance. And I believe there you go. Help me write a post about this. So the key is you've trained your project in viral styles, right? So you need our training data for that project. This one project, Julie McCoy's Copywriter, is something I use for X post, YouTube descriptions, LinkedIn post, and even Facebook posts, also Instagram, because the training data is so complete. It's awesome. So my Copywriter, my Claude project, has everything it needs to then produce awesome content. So look at this. Your fear of AI comes from scarcity thinking. Wow. So good. The greatest lie was convincing you resources are scarce. That's incredible. AGI isn't coming to compete for resources. I may just post that. But let me actually read one of these. Ooh, I'm sorry. This is even better because of what happened yesterday with Project Stargate. And this is why I like the human element. I guarantee you this will perform better. So everyone is like, AI acceleration in America. Oh my goodness. What do we do? And they are either blindfolding or they are running towards it. And we have a lot more people afraid, just based on what I saw from the post I was putting out. So while I like that a lot, we're going to post this one instead. There you go. And the best thing I recommend is to get off that social platform as soon as you post. Just get off. Because the last thing you want to do, and I may respond to her, I really, really like this post. The last thing you want to do is stay on that social platform and wait and wonder and wait for your likes. This one habit, if you've had that habit, will change your life. Get off that platform as soon as you post and forget about it. Go have dinner, go be with your family. Seriously, forget about it. And then come back to it the next day or the next evening, 4 hours later, the next time you post. I recommend 2 posts on X per day. So what happens is you untrain the horrible, bad dopamine hit, fight or flight, wrong, not when you get your nervous system out of balance, the incorrect bodily physical response to social media, which is, I'm addicted, I gotta scroll, I'm in the vortex, woo. No, you want to train your system to own your social media. And every time you post, you're giving the platform a signal that you're active. And that is the single most important thing you could ever do. Okay, is that actually hit post. So get off the platform, stop looking for the likes, forget about it. That's my recommendation. Forget about it completely and don't come back to it till at least 4 more hours. And that is how you enjoy social media. And that's how you build thought leadership. If you look at the top thought leaders, they don't reply to every comment. In fact, they reply to none. They are more focused on sharing their own thoughts that are 10x. And you can get 25x with AI. So there you go. That's how to post on X and absolutely crush it. Go forth and conquer.